Y'all wanted to do witch shit? Let's do witch shit. This is how you do the old witch's bad luck reversal candle. And just to prove it's easier to turn things around at home with witchcraft than it is going to a little ugly building and having someone yell at you, we're only going to use stuff from Dollar Tree and something I dug out of the garbage. Let's get witchy with it. Okay, so for this one, you are going to need one green candle. It needs to be a fairly large size, kind of like this one. I would actually use a bigger candle if I was doing this for myself. But it needs to be a green candle of fairly decent size. A birthday candle will not work for this, and you'll understand why in a minute. Salt. It does not matter what kind of salt you use. If you have to take a bunch of packets off the table somewhere, use that. Salt is salt. I just prefer sea salt because, I don't know, I just prefer sea salt. I always have. And cinnamon. I got this at the Dollar Tree. Okay? That's the ingredients to this. But you have to perform the spell on a disposable working surface. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take your candle and you're going to carve your name into it. You are the person casting this spell, carve your name into it. I'm not actually going to do it, but I recommend using a pin to do it because it's a thin tip and you have something else you have to carve into this, okay? You can carve it very small, but carve. Bad luck, I command you, leave me. Before anyone in the comments says how in the world you carve that much onto a candle, use a pin, write small, it's possible. So, you're going to need some sort of small container, preferably glass or something like this. I saved one of these. If you know, you know, yabba dabba do. Our salt goes in first because that's how I like to do things. I always start with my salt, next a little bit of cinnamon, and give it a stir. And then I'm going to take my candle once I prepared it, get it a little hot on the bottom. I can plug it into my mixture and it'll stand up. I'm gonna hold it there for a little bit, let that wax get nice and settled. And then we'll light the top of it. And for everyone that's about to say I should have used a match, which please, it's 2024. The power of butane compels you. And then you sit with it and you let it burn. As you can tell, my candle's just about burnt all the way down. Yeah, I sat with it the whole time. Did I screw with my phone a little bit? Yes. Did I do other things? Yes. Did I sit with my workings? Also, yes. Now that it's all cooled down, in order to finish this, you have to bury it. I'm not going to take it and bury it anywhere because I didn't actually do this spell on myself, but it has to be buried. You can bury it in a houseplant, your front yard, the woods near your house, the park, somewhere. That's why I recommended using a small glass container for this work because at the very least, glass is a natural element. And after that, that's it. You've completed this spell. So in order to answer some of the questions I know that are already going to get brought up, yes, it has to be a green candle. Yes, you have to bury it. Yes, it is possible to carve that many words into a candle. Write small, use a pen. And by that, I mean a needle, not an ink pen.